Hey everyone, and welcome to another summary of a Board of Trustees meeting for the October 12th special and conference meetings of the Board of Trustees. Last night we had a meeting. It was on a Wednesday instead of the typical Monday because of Columbus Day. We had a pretty full agenda. In fact, we didn't actually get to everything on our conference agenda last night, so we will be having a meeting this Monday at 7:30 p.m. in Village Hall as a carryover of our conference agenda to finish up the items that were not able to be discussed last night. This won't be a meeting where official action will be taken, but rather just a continuation of our discussions from the conference agenda. We have a couple announcements last night. The first is that Seton Hall, the investiture for President Esteban is this Friday. There's a mass at 9 a.m. and a ceremony at 10:30 a.m. In the Walsh Gymnasium, and that's basically officially welcoming the president to the university. The Farmers Market, of course, every Wednesday from 2 to 7 p.m., and that's hosted and organized by Main Street, and those will go until the end of October, so we've got a couple weeks left, and that's right off of Sloan Street and First Street. There's a flu clinic for residents of South Orange, 18 and over, and that is Wednesday, October 19th from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m., and that's at the Baird Community Center. You can contact the South Orange Department of Health on our website or call Village Hall for a little more information about that. Of course, there are general elections coming up. Make sure to keep reminding people about that. If you're not registered to vote, please do so. Don't let people tell you that voting isn't a good way to get involved and express your opinion. The voter registration deadline is October 18th for the November 8th general election. And if you need to transfer or file for a new one, you can come to the clerk's office or my office here in Village Hall, or you can go to the website at southorange.org/forms or call the village clerk at 973-378-7715, extension 7724, to come pick up a voter registration form. Leaf removal pickup is beginning October 24th and will go through December 5th. For information on when a leaf pickup is happening on your particular street, you can go to the village website at southorange.org/leaf collection or call the leaf removal hotline at 973-378-7501. If you live on a county road, you should call the county at 973-239-3366. Before we got started last night, I read a proclamation declaring November of 2011 Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month in South Orange. I'm not going to read the whole proclamation right here, but we'll have a copy of that up on southorange.org if you'd like to take a look at it. And it's important for us to do what we can as a governing body to try and help raise awareness of a very deadly and tragic disease. We had a couple presentations last night. The first was Neighborhood Watch. Janine Buckner and Sergeant Al Dieso from the South Orange Police Department. Janine is our resident Neighborhood Watch coordinator, and they spoke about basically on a little bit after the 1-year anniversary of Neighborhood Watch, of the revitalization of Neighborhood Watch in town. They spoke about ways people can get involved and how successful Neighborhood Watch has been for our police department. And what they say over and over again is always call. Residents are really the eyes and ears for the police. That's the best resource we have is people who are just out, going about their daily business or at home. And if you see something, say something and give the police department a call. Or you can go online actually to the website and you can submit an anonymous or not anonymous, if you'd like to be contacted back, crime report. Those are unbelievably helpful. You can find more information about Neighborhood Watch on our website too. Then we had the presentation of the Special Improvement District Advisory Committee. We had a couple members from the committee speak and give us the overview of the report, the very extensive report that they've made from about 6 or 8 months of studying a potential special improvement district in South Orange. You can find the entire report online on the website at southorange.org as well. I went on to approve our minutes, and we had an ordinance for first reading last night, which was tabled from previous meetings, which is the salary ordinance 2011-17. That was not taken off the table, so that's being worked out still in the Finance Committee meeting and legal, and that will be taken back up at our next meeting. There were no ordinances for second reading last night. Then we had a public comment period. We had a very large number of residents and business owners speak out about the Special Improvement District. There were a lot of concerns from business owners about the economy and the assessment that the Improvement District, if there was one, would make on the businesses in town. There were a couple businesses that were also in favor of it, and I just want to make sure to thank everyone who did come out. The discourse was reasonable and civil, and we certainly appreciate people coming out with their opinions about this. Now it's on the board to read the report that the committee has made, get together, compile any questions for the committee, and then have a discussion among the board and with public input about whether this is something that the board wants to do. And I said this last night, and I'll say it again now. It's very important to make sure to keep in mind that this is, one of the options that the board is considering. The only goal for this is to try and support and improve the downtown. Again, I think the discourse was very civil yesterday, but we all obviously care a lot about downtown. There were a lot of people who came out last night who didn't even speak, and I know a lot of people at home who are concerned about the downtown as well. That was certainly one of the biggest issues that I heard about on the campaign trail, and also since being in office, is just what we can do to support economic development of businesses that already are in downtown, and to help bring more businesses into downtown, which will not only provide an even more reinvigorated downtown center to go to, but will also help lessen the tax burden on residential and single-family homeowners. If you'd like to see all of the comments that were made, certainly I won't do justice to some of them up here. You can go to southorange.org and take a look at them there. We had 11 resolutions on the consent agenda last night, which we did pass. I'll read the last one, of course, which is always the items on our executive session agenda, which is a Green Acres acquisition, 3rd Street property, Chiselwood's Field, Firehouse Accountability, Special Redevelopment Council RFP, status of Renaissance Plaza, Community Coalition on Race in-kind services, restructuring and potential litigation, East Orange Water Commission, Sterling Pilot, compensation for employees' bumping rights, impacted by reduction in force, and Villager of the Month nominee. We did pass our consent agenda. We moved on to our conference agenda briefly before going into executive session, as there were a couple items that we needed to discuss in executive session. The conference agenda gave the 2 updates that we always do, which is that a representative from Congressman Pascrell's office would like to make sure to personally thank for being on our ribbon cutting for the bridge along the Rahway River, along with Assemblyman John McKeon, Assemblywoman Miley Jacey, Senator Cody, and representatives from the state and from the county. I mean, we really had a great showing of all levels of government in support of a great project that a lot of residents and volunteers, and my colleague on the board, Trustee Janine Bauer, has spent a lot of energy and time really putting a lot into this project, which is very, very successful. So the representative from Congressman Pascrell's office will be in Village Hall the 4th Monday of every month at 7 p.m. Excuse me. And the next meeting of the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders is Thursday, October 20th at 7 p.m. That's in the Hall of Records, room 506 in Newark. The Finance and Information Technology Committee did give their update and spoke about, presented some clarifications on our budget and tax rate increase for this year, which both of those numbers are the lowest it's been in over a decade, and some clarifications on some recent contracts that we voted on as well. That was a presentation done, some slides that were made, and we'll have those up on the website at southorange.org as well. Normally we would have moved on to the Planning and Zoning Committee, but we did have a brief discussion among the board about the Special Improvement District. To really summarize each of the board members' comments, again, wouldn't really be doing it justice, so instead, If you want to watch the video of the meeting last night, which you can do at southorange.org, that would be the best way to keep an eye on and get a sense of the questions and concerns people had. We had a brief update on reassessments, and then we briefly discussed our best practices inventory, which is required by the state that we discuss that checklist. At that point, we did move on to our executive session, and the remaining items on the conference agenda will again be this Monday at 7:30 p.m. in Village Hall, and we'll go back over everything there. So thank you guys again for tuning in for another update. Again, hopefully this has been helpful. If there's anything that you want more or less of, please drop me an email at atorpey@southorange.org, and let me know if there's something that I should be doing different, or even if you just like the updates, let me know. And of course, I'll always keep doing these. I've definitely heard some positive feedback from many people. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop me an email at atorpey@southorange.org. Visit the website for the minutes or for the videos, or check on the patch or the news record for any of the updates that we put out there. In addition, Thursday night, tonight, I will be beginning a monthly TV update with Soma TV, and when the airing times of those are finalized, I will post those online as well. That'll be once a month. I'm going to try and have various members of the Board of Trustees and staff and residents, business owners on each month to talk about what's going on in town. So hopefully that's one more way, in addition to these video updates, the blog I keep on my website, and on the patch, and now on the southorange.org website, the office hours. Hopefully these video updates will be one more way that people can stay updated and make sure that they know what's happening in Village Hall. Thanks again, everyone. Take care. Till next time.